Hello friends! It is the 4th of October 2016, my name's Scott, welcome to Not Scott. Just a short word to say thank you to the well-wishers, the subscribers, the likers. It's crazy to feel the love after one video. I'm so happy you're along for the ride and I hope I do you all proud. The first thing I want to talk about today is something that had I seen personally would have scared the ever-loving bejesus out of me. Last week there was a horrible train crash in New Jersey that left one person dead and over 100 injured. It was a really horrible situation and there's really nothing to do but send well wishes to all those involved. The day before this accident, however, a message was broadcast on a local New York TV station that, had I personally seen it, would have resulted in a Scott-shaped hole in the wall as I ran for my bunker. It read, "Civil authorities have issued a hazardous materials warning for the United States, effective until September 29th, 2:16 AM. Would you, could you, on a train, wait for further instructions?" I have shivers just saying that out loud. It makes me want to press 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42 just to make sure everything goes back to normal. The station quickly acknowledged what had happened and said, "If you are watching our 6 PM newscast, you saw a hazardous materials warning message. There is no such warning, it was a technical error." The Snopes article confirming this happened points out that other similar messages were received throughout the US on the same day, but without the Dr. Seuss train riddle. A conspiracy theory emerged from the mention of "on a train" just a day before what happened in New Jersey. I don't know why anyone feels the need to create a conspiracy theory when clearly there's a button in a TV station somewhere that, when accidentally pressed, issues a hazardous materials warning message to the United States. That is like some Fallout shit. I've put the link to the page with all the videos down below. If you're into like odd and creepy shit like number stations, you'll be hearing this voice in your sleep. It is fucking terrifying. Check out the third one in particular and tell me that does not sound like the heralding of the end of the world. Shout out to Snopes, by the way, for doing the Lord's work. I saw a photo of Donald Trump on Tumblr with 70,000 notes with his KKK supporting parents. There were a number of comments underneath saying, "I don't know why this isn't being talked about more. Why haven't I seen this photo before now?" Because it's fake! Jesus! Smearing a political opponent has been around for longer than I care to know. The best being when the Federalist Party spread the rumour that political opponent Thomas Jefferson had actually died. Obviously without Twitter this wasn't as easy to verify in the election of 1800. But surely Donald Trump has done enough quantifiably bad shit that you don't have to make more things up to smear him. That almost 70,000 people believed this picture is such that Trump's character, while damning, makes this not very hard to believe. Or that we're too busy looking for a reason to loathe a political opponent that we'll take any we can get whether or not they're true. It's not hard to clarify things. Even in 1800 the voters found out that Jefferson wasn't actually dead eventually. And he won. Take that, John Adams. That poor man, they ate him alive. So to round that off, thank you Snopes for showing me what to be legit fearful of, and for pointing out all the internet's bullshit. Moving on, National Novel Writing Month, or Nanowrimo as it's known to the nerds, is coming up. Nanowrimo is this really cool event that takes place every November. The goal is to have 50,000 words written by November 30th at 11:59 PM. Divided equally across the month, that means you have to write about 1,600 words per day. I received the email yesterday telling me to prep for it, having given it a go for the first time last year. I lasted about a week. My Duolingo really relates. I am in awe of the dedication and discipline that it takes to sit down every day, write that many words, and just work towards such a hefty, epic goal within the space of a month. Maybe it's that I went in really underprepared last time, but the thought of having to write 1,600 words per day while also planning ahead with what's going to happen next just seems impossibly daunting. I bring this up because I want to know if any of you have ever done it or if you intend on doing it this year. If you've done it before, did you plan in advance so that when November came around it was really just more writing rather than any planning? Or did you fly by the seat of your pants and hope that by the end of the 50,000 words you had something that sort of made sense? Maybe Inherent Vice was a NaNoWriMo project. Do you think these time-constrained projects are a good motivator? I am on Goodreads and Letterboxd, and at the start of each year you see so many people making plans for the year ahead. I only need like 30 more films to get to my goal of 200 in the year. The amount of books I finished this year is... no, none. Not a one. Thank you, English at University, for sucking the life out of that passion. So yeah, do these time-constrained projects work for you, or are they just one of those things where you start off, you do really well for a week, and then it becomes another thing where the email comes in each day telling you to do it, and you're like, I'm sorry, I'll get there eventually. Please stop yelling. Oh God, Duolingo, turn off the caps lock. Speaking from experience, these are the kind of things that tend to slip away unless they're to do with films, in which case I'm kind of excelling so far. But that takes a lot less energy than writing 1600 words per day. One last thing. Glasgow's Oktoberfest has been cancelled after the organisers failed to secure a licence. It had been planned to take place in Blythewood Square starting from the 19th of October, but Glasgow Licensing Board rejected the application based on the location and related public safety concerns. Police Scotland also objected to the event taking place in this location due to environmental factors and issues with previous Oktoberfests taking place in Glasgow. Now, I don't drink alcohol, so this is like no skin off my back. The reason I mention this is because my initial thought was, yeah, well, I bet they would not stop this happening in Edinburgh. Sure enough, the last line of the BBC article detailing this whole thing says that Oktoberfest events are scheduled to take place around the UK, including Edinburgh and Aberdeen. I can't help but feel the safety risks are less drunk people and more drunk Glaswegians. Maybe I'm overreacting, let me know what you think. And on that note, I'm going to go and have a think about what my Nanowrimo story would be. Thank you so much for listening, yous are all fab. Have a good one, friends.